Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Ty Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle 14, and I'm here doing a review of To Have or to Hold Charlotte, Season 1, Episode 7. Alright, let's just start with Ursula. Alright, so you know that Ursula has this opportunity for a new job, career path, career advancement for her to do something that it will benefit her. She said she did everything she needed to do. She put her life on hold, raising kids, going to school, doing whatever she needed to do. But now it's time for herself. So she got this opportunity to run a healthcare center. So he talked to Eric, who was the CEO or the chairperson of the healthcare, and he was telling her about the contract that she said she's got the contract. She's read it over and look interesting. And he said he gave her some pointers. He said the first thing is that you're gonna be working in population where there's been people who don't have most coverage, who underserved population to get healthcare coverage. So that's a good thing because if they have something around the area that will serve their needs, they would like to use the services because they know that something is for them. That's one. He said the funds that upfront you could get is a 70,000 to 20,000 a month. She was like, "Ooh, who can say no to that?" And then the last thing is that if you get it up and running and you still install more people in the company, in the, whatever she's working at, then she could just be running the place and she don't have to be there literally, and she could just run the place on the phone, drinking mojito or something like that, and she just go on the everyday basis, collecting her checks, but make sure the business is running, and she don't have to be there physically. So she was like, this is something for her to do, and I'm so happy that she could get some opportunity for her because I know how it is. Like when you live your whole life, do what you gotta do with kids and stuff. You want to live for your own. You want to have that fulfillment. You want to have that purpose. So why not have that now when you don't have no responsibility, just being just a wife right now? So Clinton said he good, he gonna support her, and then she want to talk to her mother because she said she value her mother opinion, and she told her mother this a little bit, and she was like, "Oh, I'm 77, so I need somebody to take care of me." And she said, "What do you mean take care of you?" Or something like that. And she said, "You're not going anywhere." And she said, "You got a husband. You got a husband. You gonna leave him alone? I didn't want y'all to be separated." She said, "You think it's not even a question if I'm gonna leave him or not like that?" She said, "It's something this I want to do." But then she broke it down to her mama and said, you told me this, you think there's values in me, and you don't want me to do all this for me to waste my opportunity for what you have in practice and teaching me, all that stuff. And she said all that, and her mother understands. She said, "You know what? If you happy, I'm gonna be happy. So I'm gonna be good." She said, "I really appreciate that because your opinion is important to me," and she values that. And she appreciates the her mommy acceptance of allowing her doing the opportunity. So that was that. That was cute. I loved that. That was nice seeing. So she said, "You think I'm about went in class?" She said, "Let me tell you, my mother told me." She said, "What? If you buy the watch, you watch him walking away in your life." She said, "What? That's it?" And she said, "What about shoes?" She said, "He gonna walk away in your life." I said, "Mom, you too much. Go walk away in your life. Watch the time away from your life." I was like, okay, that was that. So David, Christina Darrell. So Christina's very happy that she's not pregnant. Darrell's feel a little bummed out because he want the kid. Like I said this over and over, it's like they two need to get together on the same page with this because it will cause more attention if this not happening. And especially when your feelings is up and down, it's mixed signals about it. Like you want to do this, or you don't want to do it, you really don't want to do it. So it's like you uncertain, and that uncertainty is really causing strain because you need to be like, listen, I don't want it straight up. You gotta have a side, pick it, and not be in the middle. So be unclear. Be clear what your intentions are with kids. You say you want it, but you really don't really care for it. Like she don't want the kids after. She says it's not the right time. She want to plan 2 more years because she's 36 right now. And sometimes yes, 36 women could get pregnant. I'm not to say it's not gonna happen and it's not happening, but it is higher risk the older you get. But doesn't mean that you can't have a kid late in age because a lot of women now are having kids late in age right now, and their babies are healthy. So it's not like it's always a health risk. But it is somewhat a health risk a little bit if you got to think about fertility issues or can you conceive? Do you have any stuff like that? So Daryl Christine brought their friends Jacinta and Fly Tie, and they was talking, and Jacinta was asking about the kids and stuff like that, and she said, "Yes, I'm not pregnant." and everybody, she said, do you really want kids? She said, or you think about going to have kids in the future? She said, I think so. He said, we think so. That's not a definite answer. It could be yes and no. So I was like, okay. So that's not that. Sorry about that. So that was that. So Jacinta said, this is what I was thinking. She said, I'm 32, 2 more years. I need to get my mojo together. I need to go outside, do what I need to do, live life, and then we will do this baby thing. And she said, how old are you? 36. She said, so we going to be trying to have your baby with 38? So she said, me and him are trying. Because they don't have kids right now. She said, me and him are trying. And then when I not get pregnant, I went to the doctor. And then the doctor found out I have a huge fibroid. So the doctor can't really determine whether or not I can really conceive and have a children. So it's like, even though you say you want to wait, you never know how long it would take to get pregnant. So you gotta be careful. So it put Christine in a perspective. You say, you know what? Even though she said she's not fully on board with the kids, but she said the timeline is freaking her out, and she was like, you know what? Maybe I should go check myself out. See if everything's okay. See if my body's alright. See if I will conceive, because one in the future when I'm ready to if I'm ready to have kids, and then I find out I can't conceive because I had this issue and I didn't know about. So her friend Jacinta really put her spirit back and say, you know what, maybe I should just take the step and get myself checked out and just be the safe side of that. So that was that, because Daryl and Christine is really the opposite ends right now with the kids situation, and until Christine can line herself up and really be on board, this not going to happen. It's really not going to happen until she's on board with him. That was that. So David Tiardi decided to say, you know what, we are going to announce to the group that we are being separate. We are separated. It's final. It is what it is. We're going to end the rumors, because every time we get with the group, they always have questions, and we never answer the question. We deflected. Now it's time. You know what? Let's end the rumors. Let's end the gossip. They want to know the truth. Let's tell them. So we're going to tell the group that we are separated. This is something that we're going for now, and they both agree. They said this is that. But they decided, you know what? 'Cause every year they be hosting a Christmas party, and she said this year is not going to be any different. They're going to still host it, and they're going to announce it. They plan to announce it at the party, their separation. But she said, let's have fun, let's enjoy the celebration, let's enjoy the festivities, and let's just have a good time. And that's what I say, yes, holidays is supposed to have a good time with your family, your friends, and just enjoy it. And so, and Christmas is always a joyous holiday. I mean, my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, because I love to eat. So eating the food and having it with family and drinking all that stuff and eating and all that stuff, that's good. But Christmas is always a good thing when you have kids and nephews, nieces, and you see them opening presents and you're hanging out with them, enjoying it. It's a good thing. Like, so that was that. So they will still host. Elaine and no, before I go there, Juliana and Christine talked. And Juliana and Christine talked, and Christine told Gianna that she took 2 pregnancy tests and she's not pregnant. She's basically happy about that, but it put her to perspective. She needs to go to get herself checked out, because Jacinta let me know about something, and it really probably put some fear in me to notice what's going on in my body. Basically, that's what she's saying. And Juliana said she will start to let things go, because she didn't realize a lot of things that she haven't been doing to release herself from Josh. And because Josh and Peter are together now, and Julia always latched onto it, and she always holds on to that. And now she needs to realize she needs to really focus on herself and do things that will separate her identity from just being Josh's ex-wife, being the baby, his mother's children, and being the third wheel in a relationship. And she don't want to have that anymore. So before that, Elaine and Josh went to ring shopping. And ring shopping, Josh just want to buy a wedding engagement ring for Peter. He's ready. They've been together for 10 years. So it's like, it's ready to take that step. But he don't know if Peter is on board right now. He's ready. He's trying to engage to see if he's on point, he's good, all that stuff like that. But he said Peter at first one point was so excited in marriage. He this that and all that stuff. But all that happened, it just died down. So now he trying to gauge to see if he's ready and on board with it. So they bought the wedding ring. They didn't buy the wedding ring, but he's checking the things out. He saw one band that was like nice, and he got his grandma ring. He said, "Can you do it? Take the things off the diamonds and stuff in that ring, and incorporate in the ring that I had picked out." And she said, "We could do something with this. Just I could show you design and see if you like it, and let's go like that." So him and Elaine was talking, and basically he was saying that he needs to talk to Peter and sit down and talk about this. He said he needed to fix it because yes, there's a lot going on with the Juliana thing, and yes, I love him, and let's do this. The boundaries, he said the boundary is something that is affecting your relationship, and y'all have healthy, clear boundaries, and that's exactly what it is. The issue is y'all don't have that. So he said he needed to talk to Josh, and that's a conversation you have because she was like, he was asking, he said, "What do you think about the boundaries? Do you think I'm not doing too much and I'm too laid back? What?" She said, "That's something you need to have a conversation with Peter about." Because Peter expressed the boundaries and he happy about it. So he did sit down with Peter and they talked. And because he wanted to engage Peter mentality about marriage and everything. But Peter did talk about, he sit down. Ursula, the rock climbing trip, they was talking and things that was talked about. And Ursula does feel the type of way about Juliana was tagging along and stuff like that, because it's like I would feel the type of way if Clinton had a baby mama and I had to always be okay with that. She always be around and I'd be from the front. I would not like that. So some people will be okay with it, some people not. It's like, yes, understand that if I'm a couple, then the baby mama or the ex should not be always coming around when a couple's thing. But at the same time, she always been part of the group. So sometimes the people need to really realize or talk to y'all about how do y'all feel. I mean, it's a Christmas party, so it wouldn't be any. I wouldn't feel any type of way. I would say, this is a Christmas party. She got invited. She could be here. I don't have no problem with it. So that was that. And then he said him and Peter talk about Josh and Peter talk about Juliana and how Josh said he need to fix it. He hears his boyfriend. He need to work on fixing the power with Juliana, because he said yes, it's an issue and we need to just cut this down. So he did talk to Juliana, and basically Juliana said she has a feeling that she was clearing things out. She saw the Tinkerbell that the first thing they first dated, Josh got for her, and she held on to it. She never thought she still had it. She thought she threw it out, but when she saw it, it brought back memories. So she basically still hold on to something with things. But she said she realized she has been thinking about a lot of negative things, even though she know it's positive things in the relationship. So he said, "What's the one most hurtful situation, negative thing that impacted you the most?" She said, "When we have Adriana, and giving birth, you left out and you never came back." And I said, "Wow, that is hurtful." Their first kid, and he said, yeah, he realized that it was hurtful. He didn't diminish her hurt or feelings with it, and he realized he needed to own up to it, because he said, "You know what, I shouldn't have left you." But he did have his own feelings of doubts about fatherhood and stuff, and will he be ready? It's just, so it's a lot of emotions he was going through, and on top of that she was going through. But at the same time, you shouldn't have been there for your birth, for your children and the child, and then you left. That is hurtful. So it was like, you basically left me there alone, and it's my first time feeling to be a mom and stuff. We wasn't in a happy situation. We were separated, stuff like that. So the child is, I needed you and you just abandoned. So that's how I feel. So he apologized for that. But he said one of the main things, "You know what, I know you still have a hard time letting things go and stuff, but I think the first step is doing that is you need to drop his last name." And I didn't know she still had his last name. She said yes, her and Josh got divorced 5 or something years ago, but she kept his last name because she always thought that it was a connection, because, oh yes, I'm the mother of his children, we used to be together, we close, something like that. So it was so clutch. But she realized that was an excuse that she was given to not to let go of him. So she need to realize she need to let go. Oh, right there. She need to really, really let go and start her life. So her really to start her life is to start getting rid of his last name. So she'll have a constant reminder of his last name. And that's, let's go. You got divorced, put back your own last name. So that was that. So we know that Tayari invited Juliana to the Christmas party. So now it's his Christmas party. I think it's an ugly sweater or nice sweater, whatever, ugly sweater party. So you come with the sweater on, a Christmas sweater. That's supposed to look ugly, but some of them look cute. So I don't really consider that ugly Christmas bullshit. But it was Christmas themed ugly sweater party. Christine came with a nice little dress out. She said, ugly is not my vocabulary. I'm going to come with a cute little ass dress. And she did. That would look nice. Everybody looked nice. It was nice. They all came. And all of a sudden, they was all kissing on the mistletoe, having a good time, Josh, all that stuff. And then when Juliana came, and they said, oh, what's she doing here? Basically, she went on one. And Elaine, when she get a lot of drinks in her system, she is gonna push that train ride. Like I said, like she's like a running train. When you add alcohol in that running train, she's gonna freaking go fire. And that's what she did, cause she was like, what are you doing here? Why? I want to know why Juliana's here. So Josh Peter said, calm down. It's like, are you passive aggressive much? She said, I don't passive aggressive much here. It's all aggressive right now. And so I don't know why Juliana here. Did you know she gonna be here? She said no. Did you know she gonna be here? She said no. Do you feel type of way? He said no. He said I don't feel type of way. He said of course you don't. He said what's all this going on? She said what's going on? Christine said, why you have a problem with that? What is the big deal that she said? I didn't see the big deal. So Elaine asked Tayari, says, did you invite Juliana? She said, yes, I invited Juliana because she said, I always see Juliana with them. And I always thought it was a team. I didn't know it was going to be an issue. I didn't know. And maybe next time I would know that if I have a couples thing, I will talk to you and see if y'all comfortable with it before I invite anything or if I have anything in the future. But I always look at it, y'all was always a 3-part team. So it's a 3-part team. It was natural for me to invite Juliana because I don't think y'all had any issues with that. So Peter said he didn't have a problem with it, but he understand where Elaine coming from, but her approach is wrong. He said, if it's a couple things, you should not be here. Why you always gotta be here? It's like that. You always want to show up. You gotta have your own things, and a couple things, you need to get out of here. But I said, damn, you have to be that harsh about it, Elaine. It's like, I understand what you're coming from, yes. At some events, if it's a couple things, yes, Juliana shouldn't be there. But that's something that Josh and Peter need to talk to her and say, listen, we having this event. We have a safe group of friends. And it would be best, can you not come? Because we want to just enjoy ourselves. We're not being there. We want no issues. But what probably is Peter vented to his best friend. But he didn't know his best friend was going to use his issues and take it on her part to defend him and use it as a weapon. And he didn't like that because he was like, listen, I confined you to talk to you about my own personal issues, but you should not use that up every time Juliana comes. And I said sometimes it's hard to tell your friends some things because they will hold that thing and release it out when you don't least expect it. And now you look the bad guy because you expressing his feelings and nobody's saying anything. And people go look at you, Peter. It's like, yes, you had this problem and Elaine is speaking out to you, so why are you not saying anything? So... But Peter don't really care that much. It's like, listen, I said this as a friend. I didn't expect you to come out there and use it against me and to go and attack her. Come on, at the end of the day, she's still the mother of Josh's children. Yes, she's a third wheel part of the time, but she's still with the group of people, and I don't see an issue with that. Now, if Josh Peter feel like there's an issue with Juliana always coming around, that you need to talk to her sometimes and let her know it's like, all right, we have a couple of things. Sometimes we don't need you to be here. And then it's other couple of things that we know you're going to be invited. And you say, you know what, you could come because I don't have a problem with that. And we'll talk to Elaine and let her know that she's coming. And she doesn't have a problem. We okay with it. But I think that Peter shouldn't really tell Elaine too much of his problems, his frustration. Talk to your husband about that. And y'all deal with that. So Elaine won't keep lashing out. So Josh was trying to say, hold up, let's get this all together. Let me talk. He said, you're not going to shut me up. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I don't like what's going on. I'm going to say what I say. You're not going to clap for me. You're going to clap because he was clapping all that stuff. And he said, you going to let me talk? He said, no, I'm not going to shut up. And he said, I'm going to let you talk. He said, good, because I'm not shutting up. I was like, that's how they ended. I was like, oh, I don't know. That Elaine is something else. Oh, I forgot something. Yes. Yandrick and Elaine had a talk and they had a dinner. And Yandrick has an opportunity that he gonna be a porter to this high-end champagne, and it's called what was it called? I wrote it down, y'all. Grand Cru, that's what it was. He got a high-end champagne called Grand Cru. It's nice thing. It looked nice. He said basically say he got to the point that he want Elaine to work too much. He don't want her to slow down and be the place where she would never have to work again. And he started tearing us. She started crying. And I said, oh, see, I love that. He want to be a sole provider, but she said she don't think that entrepreneurship, that business, that champagne thing is going to be a golden ticket for them yet. It's still a process, a work in progress. You don't know how the goal goes. So we can't put all eggs in one basket that just go will not just go launch and it gonna be successful. Let's see how it goes. But she gonna be there for him. She said, I got this. We good. Alright? And he just wanted to make sure that Elaine don't have to work as much. And that's like that. See, he's a true man, right? But that was that, y'all. I don't know. How do y'all feel about this? It's like Elaine's a firecracker. It's going to continue on next week. It's going to make Juliana feel some way. She's going to cry, go outside. I understand. I said, yeah, I understand y'all attacking her like that, but Elaine needs to calm down. I mean, I understand you feel type of way that she's there, but what is the really issue with Gianna? Because at the end of the day, it's not really a big deal that she's attending to these events. It's a group of events. Now, Josh Peter have a problem with that. Let's Josh Peter talk to Gianna that. Yes, they said sometime they want to spend time together. Yes, they need to sit down and talk to her about that. But it shouldn't be for you and Lane to always fight his battles and do it. Let Peter could have a mouth. He could say what he needs to say to Juliana. That's what I had to feel about it. I don't know how y'all feel. Tell me what y'all feel. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed. Let's get this numbers up there. And when I reach 100, I'm almost there, y'all. I will do my first story time. So stay tuned for my next review. I will do Real Housewives of Potomac. Alright? Peace.